Hi, today I want to talk a bit about why you should start YouTube, why you should start it now. Who am I, what do I do, and why do I have the right to talk to you about this? Well, my name is Nana Kwame, and as you can see, I am into picture framing. Picture framing is my main business. My background has always been in multimedia. I've been a photographer, I've been into printing, I'm still into printing, I'm still into photography. I've been into film and video creation. I've done well in all these things. This is what I do currently. This is one of my businesses currently, which is picture framing. You can check me out, or you can check my business out on Instagram, Design, Print and Finish, and also Classic Frames. I have two brands that I run. But the point I'm trying to push across today is the reason why YouTube is important to anybody, and especially as business owners, why you need YouTube. Most people think that there's a certain platform that is going to give them a certain kind of clients. Let's say Instagram. Instagram has a certain feel like, everybody is quite prim and proper and polished. Everybody shows finished products. Everybody shows edited pictures, that kind of thing. But I can tell you that if you're looking for, let's say, high-end clients, Instagram is not only the platform that gives that kind of clientele. YouTube gives that kind of clientele. And if you doubt it, just look around and look at all the successful content creators. Everybody comes to YouTube to create their content before they may maybe repackage it for Instagram or other platforms. So it tells us that YouTube is the native platform to build on. Then you can do secondary platforms like Instagram. You can re-edit some parts of your videos and post it on Instagram. Also, another thing is YouTube is very easy to create, like what I'm doing. I just put my camera there and I start talking. It doesn't take too much to create with YouTube. What happens on other platforms is, let's say Instagram, you need to think about it well before you post. You have to make sure it is well edited. Even if you are posting carousel, you need to put some thoughts into it. But video creation is quite easy for a lot of people than to write and, let's say, Twitter, to post on Twitter daily. It's going to be very difficult for most of us, especially business owners who are busy. It's going to be very difficult for you to keep posting on Twitter. But for YouTube, you can talk, you can express your thoughts, and then you post it. Whoever wants to listen will listen. Whoever is interested in what you are talking about will pay attention to your content. So you don't really have to think about it. All you need is just make some points like I have made, just write down some points, and then you speak from your heart or from your mind, wherever you want to talk from. All right, so that is point number 2. Video is simple and video is king. It's always simple to do video. And then the third one, personal brand. Well, this is something that people say a lot. People throw around a lot. Personal branding. But the whole point is when you keep doing videos, when you keep posting videos, people get to know you, people get to know your brand, people get to know what you stand for. And that is what personal branding is. When people know who you are and what you stand for, it means you have a brand, it means you have a voice. So YouTube, because it's video based more, this thing you are seeing right here today, at least for one, whoever is watching knows who I am and they know what business I'm into. At least if you don't take anything away from this video, you know my face, you know my name, you know what business I'm into. If you see my video up somewhere the next time, you might be able to recognize me. And that is how the personal brand is built. This video might get just 5 views, but those 5 people know me. So you need to understand the process. YouTube is a slow process, but it's a very powerful process when it goes well for you, or if it goes well for you, because it's just a matter of time and consistency. So keep that in mind. Point number 3. Another point that I think is very useful for people to get onto YouTube is that it helps you to record your journey. It helps you to take record of your journey. This video is going to be posted, say, the end of the day, and it's a record of what I look like, what I'm into, what I'm doing at this time in my life. Say 10 years down the line, if I want to remember or I want to show someone what I was doing 10 years ago, YouTube is there for me. YouTube has the record. Let's say 20 years down the line, I have children and grandkids and all these things, and they want to see what I was doing. YouTube is there as evidence. I don't have to talk. Do you understand? So there is really no lose, or there's nothing to lose when you create YouTube videos, because everything is in your favor. Unless, of course, you come online to misbehave and to say silly things and to make a fool of yourself. Then yes, you are shooting yourself in the foot for the future. But if you are pushing your business, if you are talking about something you love, you want to push something you are inspired in, all these things are positive things, and you will never lose when you choose YouTube as a platform. So, last point, what I really think draws people back is the analytics. Analytics is something that people think about too much, and you give it too much power over you. I feel analytics are just a guide to show you how you are doing. But for a beginner, even for me myself, I really don't pay attention to the analytics. I look at it, but I don't pay attention to it, because as I said, this video will be watched by, say, 7 people. Because nobody knows me now. I'm now trying to build a platform. So I am not worried about it. I'm not worried about going viral. I am not really thinking about, this video is the most awesome video on the internet and people are going to jump on it. I know a few people are going to relate. A few people are going to get some sense from this video. And if they like it, if they subscribe to my channel, if they comment on the channel, yes, YouTube is going to push it. So yes, if you are here, I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to interact with the video so that YouTube can see that this video is, giving you some value and you want it to reach more people. With that said, people who do that for you are helping you. But on your own, the analytics is going to take time to understand your audience, to understand who you are talking to understand who likes your content, for it to start pushing to those people. So it takes time. And when that time comes, trust me, you might be overwhelmed if you are getting 10,000 people watching your video every day, and let's say as a business, you are getting 100 orders a day. Maybe you don't have the capacity for that. So you really have to make sure you understand your craft, you understand your business, you understand the YouTube algorithm before you get frustrated. Some people took years to be where they are now. You could see, say, Mr. Beast, who is the #1 YouTuber who is making a lot of money, and his content is getting millions of views. He started that thing when he was a kid. Now he's a big man. He's like 30 something years. He started when he was like, let's say 10. So that's 20 years of content creation or more. But come on, if you start like a year, people don't even have the heart to stand for a year. If you start for, say, a month and maybe 2 months, and you start worrying about, I'm not known, my views are just 10, or I'm not even getting views, I'm not even getting comments, nobody is watching my content, and you are frustrated and you want to stop creating content, I mean, come on, then it means you don't have what it takes to be on YouTube. Because this thing is a long game than a sprint. You have to have the heart to go for years, to stand for years. So the reason why I'm putting out this content is to just inspire you to know that it is difficult for all of us. It is very difficult for everybody. Whoever who is making content and is doing well, it's difficult. It's not that easy. They broke through and now they have the views. And even people who have the views, it's difficult for them to keep up, some of them, for them to post every week. They do that because they know people watch and now they have a name and they don't, they can't disappoint their views. So you, the one without any views, you have to make sure you build that backbone, that discipline, that consistency before the audience comes. Because when the audience comes, I need to fulfill the orders. When I have 100 orders a day, I need to fulfill it. I need to also create content. I need to meet people. I need to, welcome people into my shop. It's going to be chaotic. So if you don't have a system, if you're not used to editing, recording video and posting, and then dealing with your business, your workers, your clients, all this troubleshooting, you don't have a grasp of it before you blow up, it's going to be crazy. So sometimes all these things happen for our own good, and we need to understand how life works, and that is basically how YouTube also works. It takes time. It tests your fortitude to make sure you know what you're about, you really want this, and you are really good at this. So my message is very simple. If you're a business owner, start creating content now on YouTube. Create content, do the videos, cut it, put it on other platforms. Just have fun, test the system, post every week, try and be consistent, or as much as you can, as consistent as you can. And then don't be too worried about your analytics, if people are going to see you or not. It's just a muscle you are training. It's better to be ready than to be unprepared when thousands of people come to your page. So yeah, thank you for watching, and please subscribe. My name is Nana Kwame, and my company is Design, Print and Finish. We do picture framing, picture printing, and all the things you see behind me. We do interior design, just to name it broadly. So if you want a picture frame, you want us to come to your home and do a setup for you, anything you see, let's say on Pinterest, and you want us to recreate those kind of things for you, yes, we do that. We can come to your home, provide consultation at a fee, and then we can discuss some ideas with you. And if you are into it, or you decide you want our design, we'll come and do the installation also for you. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Please don't give up on Instagram, on YouTube. Don't give up. Make sure you keep posting, be consistent, and it's going to happen for you at a certain point. Just be ready when it happens. Make sure you are ready. All right. Bye.